entire session of low red zone team drills, all passing concepts. Every snap went to either Gabriel or Joe Flacco, which ultimately means either Kenny Pickett is not healthy enough to participate in these drills, and or Shedeur Sanders is also just not maybe good enough, I guess they're saying.
Thrown at me because I was sitting back waiting for Shedeur Sanders. Every period there was a new quarterback, Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, and we didn't see Shedeur Sanders any this entire day.
Gabriel, who through no fault of his own commits one of my cardinal sins of quarterbacking, which is he's tiny. And so, I mean, he's tiny.
Something strange is happening at training camp. On day 9, Shedeur Sanders, the supposed future face of the team, didn't take a single rep. This is just a day after he looked sharp in practice. Yet suddenly he's sidelined while Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel handle all the action. No explanation, no statement, just silence. Some whisper it's an arm issue, but nothing's confirmed. So, is this really part of some master plan? Or is Shedeur quietly being pushed out of the spotlight? Either way, it's raising eyebrows. What's turning heads even more is that Dylan Gabriel keeps getting first-team reps, despite playing poorly. Makes no sense. For 2 straight days, he's been missing easy throws, making slow reads, and just looking flat out unprepared. Yet somehow, the Browns keep putting him in like he's earned something. Yesterday was a disaster. He completed only 3 of 14 passes and even missed wide-open receivers. It was embarrassing. So what are the Browns really thinking with this QB rotation? Are they blind? Or is there something else going on behind the scenes? Let's break down one of those plays. At one point during today's practice, Dylan Gabriel dropped back, trying to reset and get a better look downfield, but something was clearly off. He hesitated, couldn't find his read, and still forced a throw. The result? An ugly interception. He completely missed the defender sneaking into the passing lane. That's a rookie-level mistake, not something you expect from a guy getting first-team reps. And yet, Gabriel keeps getting prioritized over Shedeur Sanders, who's been left watching from the sidelines. But it didn't stop there. Let's talk about another play. The pocket had collapsed and defenders were closing in, but the entire left side of the field was wide open. All Gabriel had to do was roll out, use his legs, or even hit his receiver in stride. Instead, total panic. He fired the ball directly into the defensive line. No angle, no awareness, nothing. Another turnover. It wasn't just a bad throw, it was a complete failure in basic field vision. And this is the quarterback the Browns keep giving reps to while Shedeur stands by doing nothing. It's getting harder and harder to understand what's going on. Now, some reports say Shedeur might be dealing with arm soreness, which could explain why he's been sitting out of team drills. That might clear up part of the mystery, but it still doesn't explain why Gabriel, after back-to-back rough days, keeps getting rewarded. He was seen walking off the field calmly. No limp, no trainers rushing to his side, no sign of any serious injury. That alone is a relief. It looks like the Browns are just being cautious with Shedeur Sanders, and if that's the case, expect him back soon, and with a chip on his shoulder. This might just be a small setback, but for a competitor like Shedeur, it's only going to light a fire. Meanwhile, Dylan Gabriel's so-called highlights were nothing but a series of embarrassing moments. He struggled to complete even basic reps, without pressure. Let's break one down. On one play, Gabriel had a golden opportunity. A wide-open runner, perfect route, no defender in sight. He had a clean pocket, perfect view, and all the time he needed. All he had to do was make a simple throw. But once again, panic. The ball came out low, awkward, off target, and slipped right through the receiver's hands. Another wasted play. Another head-scratcher. Mistakes like this are stacking up, yet somehow the Browns continue to hand him key reps. Why? Especially when a legit talent like Shedeur is just standing there waiting. And guess what? Nick Wright may have nailed it. He bluntly said what many are thinking. Dylan Gabriel is just too short. The veteran analyst didn't sugarcoat it. He admitted Gabriel shows flashes of raw talent, but emphasized that his physical size is a major red flag in the NFL. In Wright's words, Gabriel will never be the future quarterback of the Cleveland Browns.
Gabriel, who through no fault of his own commits one of my cardinal sins of quarterbacking, which is he's tiny. And so, I mean, he's tiny.
So what can Shedeur do? I think it's important to see what he can do this season, because if he's good, then maybe you have your franchise quarterback.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more raw updates and camp drama. This QB battle is just getting started.